pero si la sentencia me para que te quedes disculpa. Hi. She made you think I was lying. Brought back the night I was clubbing it and just made a point to rub it in. I've been trying, but we're dying. That pain to me is too low, but don't let them tell you it's over, girl. No more to spend time. Can't skip the choice, my got like to me. I can't make no thing I feel like it. Yeah. No, no, how you doing, guys? Hello. Mariana. Hello, sweetie. Nice to see you. Maki. Hi. Hello. My gang is here. My gang is here. Oh, thank you, Lila, so much. Thank you, sweetie. Guys, you know this song? I love this song. It's not new, but it's so good. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. No puedes pensar que siempre soy más que la vida. Que me no tengas miedo yo diga. No, no tienes no. Hi, Desiree. Thank you so much. Excellent. Carl, welcome. All right. Okay. Hello. How are you doing, everybody? Okay, so before more people join us, let me just quickly say a few things before we start going with our class. So first things first, thank you for all of those who actually did the videos for the choreography. So we had last week choreography round, and some of you put the videos up, and they were amazing. All of you actually picked up choreography, which is amazing. And you know, some of you, I know you were a little bit subconscious. Is that the correct word? But don't worry, that was your first choreography with me, and you already did that well. So imagine, it can't be worse. It can only get better and better. So don't worry, we're gonna practice more. We're gonna learn new stuff. And you will see that with time, and you will be recording yourself next choreography, you're going to be comparing and looking at the difference, and you're going to feel so much satisfaction because you're going to actually have something to look back at, and you will know the progress you made. So for those who haven't done the videos, it's fine. You know, we all have lives. I understand, but it is good even if you don't send the video to me. If you keep it just for yourself, it is really good to film yourself, and it's just nice to see the progress that you make in between. So that's all I wanted to say. And of course, all of you who send me the videos, you're getting prizes, shoes and towels and all of the rest. I'm sending you all of the goodies. And I have few brands for leggings already in the works, and I'm trying to make them. I'm still struggling, but I'm trying to make them once a month. Donate some tights and leggings. So maybe, fingers crossed. So I'm not promising anything just yet, but maybe if we're lucky for the next choreography, we can actually get free tights. So all we need is me to be always wearing those tights. But then if I can get those tights free for you, that would be amazing, right? And then if maybe I could get free stuff all the time for your choreography, that would be amazing. So that's my plan. I just wanted to put it out there. I'm working for making you happier, basically. My students happy, so then the teacher is happy. Anyway, oh, Marisa, Maria, thank you so much for your donations, guys. And we're going to start with today's class. We're going to do a little warm-up because we're going to be doing a lot of body movement today. Today, all about moving the body. I have a few different things that I want to do, and we'll see how fast we progress and how much we can do it. But for now, get yourself some space, and we're going to do a little warm-up. Not normal warm-up, we're going to warm up the body because that's what we're going to be moving today. So get yourself ready. Hello, Mary Lou. Yes, everybody who posted the videos were amazing. I agree, Marilu. Next time, we wait of you. Okay, let's warm up. All right, relax. Rotate the shoulders back. Nice and easy. Forward, chest. Rush back a while, you sing it loudly. I see the one on side to side. For I take a break, you realize me. I see the one on When I was your phone, you said love me. Other side. I see the one bend the knee, bend. And then for the world, you play it out for me. I see the one shadow you one lighter, launching you one climber, coming after me. Hands. No hay que no rompes, campinas que no rompas para encontrarme a mí. Other side. No shadow you one lighter, launching you one climber. Good. Okay, so now that we warmed up, we're going to go immediately into our first step, which is walking body roll. Okay, so we're going to be moving our upper body as a body roll while walking at the same time. Now, we already done the body roll that we need for the walk. So we already know how to do it on the spot. Remember, we did the move side and body roll. So that's the body roll that we're going to do. Side and body roll without the side, right? But we are going to using our body. And now what's going to happen when we use our body? We actually going to walk forward with it. Body, 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 body. Yes? So I'll show you from this direction. We're literally going to be walking forward and forward and forward and forward and forward. And every single time when you're going forward, you are going to be moving your body. Okay? So now this move is very, 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 very common for sensual bachata. We do it not necessarily like walking for 3 hours, but you usually do get at least one or two while walking, and sometimes even while you are doing some sort of move, there's a move into a step or something like that. So it's a really, really common move, and it is a sexy move. So if you want to do something sexy and you move your body while walking around, that is kind of what we're aiming for. So we're going to try and put it in practice. Yes, that is the start. Okay, so now, first things first, let's just do the body roll one more time to make sure that we are all happy with it before we actually walk with it. Okay, so don't worry about how big it is, just think about moving it in a correct way, right? So we want first to have that inwards forwards position, right? So the chest goes slightly in and the shoulders are slightly forward, right? So then when it's facing a little bit down, then we scoop everything up. And when I go back, look, my now stomach is going to be collapsing. And when the stomach collapsing, the shoulders are ready to go forward again. So shoulders forward, then is the belly button pushing back. When the belly button pushing back, shoulders are going forward. Shoulders are back, belly button is forward. Belly button is back, shoulders are forward. So we have an exchange. Yes? So let's try and do that on the spot a couple of times non-stop. So instead of doing this, I want you to do one and two and. So constantly that exchange between the belly button and your shoulders, and you want to keep it moving. You're going to break a sweat a little bit, but you cannot do it right without it. So let's try. Arms relaxed down. Breathe, no tension required. Just keep that engaged. And we go. Prepare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every two count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ha! Now, very important not to move the booty. Okay, so what we don't want to do is this. If you're doing the booty, when you're gonna start walking, basically that's what's gonna happen, right? We cannot move the booty because the booty will be responsible for our walk, okay? So keep that in place and let's try that one more time. So arms next to us by our sides, and you see, I have my side free, right? Let's go. 5, 6, 7, prepare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are we okay? More or less? Comme ci, comme ça. Hi, Kenny. Are we okay? Now, give me thumbs up if you're okay. When we're going to be walking, it's going to take 2 beats in one step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So we're not going to be walking 1, 2, 3, right? It's a slow walk, 2 beats in one step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll show you from this direction. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 times, we're stepping forward, starting on the right, right, and left, and right, and left. Okay? Oh, everybody seems to be okay. So now, don't worry about the body roll just yet. Just do the step with me. Okay? We're going to start with the right foot and stepping forward 2 beats in one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 5, 6, 7, walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, one more little piece of advice. When you're walking forward, try not to walk forward with your open legs. So try not to do this. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a little bit like different kind of walk. So when you're walking forward, don't be afraid to actually use one line and your toes, of course, going outwards. Cross and cross and cross and cross. It looks a little bit more sensual and your hips sway a little bit more sideways naturally because you're crossing over, right? So from this direction, cross and cross and cross and cross. Does that make sense? So let's try one more time. 5, 6, 7, we walk. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So now we're gonna combine the body with the walk, okay? It matches. Every time I go forward, that's when I do my body. So my hands are by my side. They're just gonna be moving naturally. Elbows away from my body. And when I'm walking, I'm matching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see? Nice and simple. It's very small. I'll show you sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The important bit is to make sure not moving the booty. It might look like it's moving, but it's only moving because I'm walking with my body, right? But don't focus on the booty. Let's try. 5, 6, 7, we walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, many more times. 5, 6, 7, we walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, when you go into the forward step, first I prepare and then I match my foot with my body. When I put the leg down, it's straight leg. If it's straight, I can do my body. Again, I start straight leg, then I can do my body. If you bend that leg, it's gonna be very hard. Yes, so it has to be straight. As soon as you're going forward, you're preparing, and then from the straight leg, it pushes. From the straight leg, it pushes. From the straight leg. I hope that makes sense. Let's try it one more time. 5, 6, 7, we walk. Straight leg, straight leg, straight leg, straight and stop. How are we feeling? Any questions? Who would like to do it again? Let me know. I know it can be whether very, very nice or it could be catastrophically bad. So you kind of have to communicate. Is it like nice for you or is it tragic? Okay? And then we're going to try and do it with a basic and try it with the music because it's really, really nice. It's slow, it's essential. It's a lovely move. All good in a hood for Maria. Excellent. Susan is good as well. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to do with the basic step, all right? So when we do a basic step, I'm going to slightly prepare myself on 8. So watch, I'm going to start with my basic to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On 8, I stand where I am, right? My leg is slightly open and look, my whole body is up. So now I am preparing my body and this is when I start walking with my body. Okay? So I'll show you from this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I relax my hands down. My leg is where it is. And then I start my walk forward. And when you finish, into the basic step. Yes, it takes a little bit of space. So try to maneuver with the basics to come back into a position where you're okay. All right? Let's try. 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, prepare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basic step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basic step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's it. And that's your walking body roll. Are we okay? Can we try with music? I hope so. Because if we do this with the music, then we can move on to the next thing that is really, really cool as well. I hope you're okay with that.
Movimiento en tu cintura es mágico, como quisiera yo. Si un mar salta.
So I wanted to play a slow song for you to start with because it kind of feels without the point to do it very fast. So this is a very lyrical, slow, nice song, and we can keep practicing it. It has a long intro.
Sabría declararte mi amor.
Ready?
Esta canción
Basic, basic, basic.
grita mi voz. Así es como yo traduzco el corazón.
On the spot. Basic. Here we go. Prepare. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And basic.
Por rogarle a la luna del cristal me
Let's go. 4,
si me equivoco y te
2, 3, 4. And basic.
no por dejar un recuerdo.
Let's go. And 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And basic. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pero si yo pudiera darte un beso,
Ready? Let's go.
sabrías cómo no
1,
es
2, 3, 4. And basic.
y podrá invertir en un beso
Let's go. 1,
para quedarnos
2,
en la
3,
4. Si acaso te vas,
let's go. 1,
poder
1, 2, 3, 4. And 1.
nuevo dando de
I'll do it facing you. 5, 6, 7. And 1. Let's go. Walk forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1. Ready? Let's go. And walk. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And basic. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basic. On the spot. And 1, 2, 1, 2.
Que no hable el mundo que yo me derrumbo si te marchas.
Ready? 5, 6, 7. Let's go. And forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1.
Por no darle a la luna detrás del cristal me llama.
Let's go. Slow.
Si me equivoco y te digo sin
3, 4. And 1.
por dejar un recuerdo.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And last one. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well done. How are we feeling? How's it going? Is it happening? Give me a little comment to know for me whether you are surviving. And yes, you will feel here everything if you keep on practicing, and you will feel a little bit here, but just try to keep breathing through it. Oh, I have a lot of thumbs up and some ducks. I guess duck is a positive answer. Yes, duck means good. Excellent. So now, since you're doing okay with the walk and you feel more comfortable, says Andrea surviving. We now gonna do the snake, okay? Some of you've done this many times. We're gonna try and make it big, and we're gonna try and incorporate the head as well, but step by step. So the snake is usually a movement sideways, and it is based on our warm-up move, which is this, right? So we wanna now again make sure that when we do that, we're not actually moving the hips. The hips have to be static. But what we want is your upper body through this part of your body to be moving side to side. Okay? Now, the snake is exactly what it sounds like. You're making a snake movement while you're going side to side. Right? We're going to get to that position in a bit, but let's just break it down one bit at a time first. Mariella, don't worry. Surviving means you are still okay. It's when you're not surviving, that's when you say stop, Rasa, and we do it again, right? So now, snake. First things first, I want you for now to keep your arms by your side, okay? We're gonna try and make something nice with them later. But for now, just keep them by your side because we need a frame. And to be honest, in a part of it, when we do this, the snake, we also have a frame. So keep those arms by your side. Legs are open. So what's going to happen? Your body will shift from one direction to another. Does that make sense? So I'm bending my knee, I'm shifting to one direction and then another. One direction and then another. That's all that's happening with your feet. As the snake gets bigger, I will move my leg slightly. If I want to make it bigger, I might need a bigger step once I do it. Does that make sense? So if I'm doing a big step and I want to do big movement, I have to move my legs slightly, right? But for now, we're just doing small. So the legs are where they are, and it's gonna be bending depending on which direction we're going. So now my body is gonna angle, a little angle. It's try not to think about it as down. Try to think about it as a preparation down before it extends to the side. Preparation down before it extends to the side. Because ultimately, what we want is literally to be able to go side to side, shoulder twist, right? So my shoulder, it literally is going a little bit down before it's reaching side and slightly up. So my shoulder is doing this, right? Without actually leaving my body. So it's not doing on its own, it's leaving my body. So from here, I'm literally going one direction and then another direction. But at no point, this. This we try to avoid, right? We prepare and then we stretch to the side. Prepare and stretch to the side. And every time you're moving, you prepare your movement and then you shift your weight. You prepare your movement and then you shift your weight. So your upper body ends up taking your lower body to the direction where it needs to go. Upper body first, then you shape the step. Upper body first, then you shift your step. Yes? Kind of, sort of, maybe? Oh, Jenny and Susanna, thank you guys for your donations. I really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. All right, so one more time. I'm going to do it with you, and then I'm going to face the same way as you, okay? So which way are you going to go? You're going to go to the right, so you're going that way. I'm going to go with you to that direction. 5, 6, 7, and. You see I'm prepping? I go side and prep. Side and prep. Side and prep. Side, prep. side, prep. When I say prep, that means I'm changing direction. I did the snake, now I'm changing direction. I'm doing the snake, changing direction. Snake, change. Snake, change. Snake, change. Snake, change. And here, everything, I feel it. That exchange, I feel it. Because I still want to keep this tight, so I want to make sure that I'm still holding upwards. The moment you relax, the snake looks like he's been drinking. Yeah, he looks like he had a tough life. The snake. It's been going through a lot. So you want your snake to look fresh, yes, fresh and very important. So that snake has to be very proud. Okay, you stretch that core and then you do the snake, but at no point this relaxes. So you will feel a lot of muscle engagement, not just here, but in your sides as well. Okay, so I'll do it from this direction with you now. 5, 6, 7, we shift. 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. One more time. 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 beats in 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of, sort of, maybe. How are you feeling? Are we okay? Maria is drunk. Snake is drunk and confused. Maria, you need to sober your snake up. Come on, guys. Try to really, really, I'm doing it big because I want you to see. It doesn't have to be that big, right? The most important thing that you would recognize the position of the snake. You could be doing, look, even just this. The important bit to understand that you're moving side to side and there's a little tilt and a little tilt, right? Not bending, but we tilting and we extending, tilting and extending. That's the idea. As long as you're getting the idea, with time you'll practice and it will get better. It is like a wave, but it literally is sideways. That's the thing, right? So it is a wave, actually. It really is. It's not choppy, it's not isolation, it's definitely a wave, but it is completely sideways, like straight line. What sometimes happens, people start moving, can you see, backwards and forwards and whatever? That's when it changes the move completely. Because if I want to do sideways, I do sideways, but that's completely different. So you have to learn how to do it in a straight line. That's why you're supposed to feel the muscles here, right? Because it's in a straight line rather than moving everything around. That's the idea. My knees are soft. When I'm doing this movement, my knees are soft. I at no point have straight legs. Yes? If I have straight legs, it's fine. I can still do it, but it's very small. But in order to do big, I need to bend and bend. So it's an exchange. When one knee is bent, the other one is straight, but only it's not locked. It's still soft, but it's straight because I am all the way there. So when I go to the other direction, the other knee is going to be a little bit more straight because I'm on the other side. Does that make sense? But overall, it literally is soft knees all the way from the transition. All the way through is soft knees. I hope that made sense. Oh, you Comita, thank you for your donation. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, so now can we just try and incorporate the head? Believe it or not, it might actually be easier when you do the head. It might seem like a lot, but I think it might get easier. The feet do not twist. No, the feet are out and they stay out. They don't twist. At no point they're going in. My body is completely straight. Completely straight. Nothing is twisting to no direction. Everything is in a straight line right here. No twisty bits. Even if I move my legs, I move in the same line. My toes are out and the feet are not twisting. So we're going to talk, Debbie, don't worry. We're going to talk about the head now. So you could do this move without the head. There's many ways to do it. So without the head, it would be exactly, the head stays where it is when we're moving the body, right? It's not tense or anything. But now we are going to try and actually move the head with the body. So when we do move the head with the body, different combinations require different things. So then the head actually dictates the direction. So first is the head that actually dictates the direction. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to go that way, right? So my head, not sideways, I'm not looking there, but it's like that, right? It's like we did that stretch here side to side, is the same. So it goes this direction. And then the head is leading my body. And then my head, look, it changes the direction to lead the body to the other side. My head goes first, then is the body. My head goes first, then is the body. So the head always tells the body where to go. I'm going to show you a little bit closer. The head first, then is the body. Can you see my head first? Then is the body. The head and the body. The head and the body. And this is why it's a snake. It's my snake. Oh, Maria, thank you for your money. Thank you so much. It's like I move my back on the wall. What do you mean, Irina? Romanyuk, what do you mean? It's like I move my back on the wall. Yeah, actually, yes. I think I got what you're saying. It's like you would have your back on the wall and just move like that. Yes. The only problem with practicing on the wall with this move is our bum usually sticks out more than our back. Does that make sense? Not always, depends what you got. But usually it's really hard to practice on the wall because there's a gap here and you don't actually have a straight flat line. So you could maybe even better practice it in front of the wall like this, rather on the back, if that makes any sense. Okay, so now let's try together. I'm gonna face the same way as you and let's try with the head, okay? So open position, can you see me? Yes, all right, open position, we're gonna start to the right. So we start with the head first, and then it leads the body. 1, exchange, 2, exchange, 1. The exchange is for the head first, it leads the body. Head first, it leads the body. Head first, leads the body. Transition, and 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 transition, and. Okay? I know. It could be one of those, but it's unavoidable move in bachata. You gotta know it. You better learn it with me than somewhere else. So, you have time. But let's do it through the basic step. We need an open position. So on 7, 8, we're gonna just stop in an open position, and that's when we're gonna do our move. Okay? So we start with the basic to the side. 5, 6, 7, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stop. Open position. Now we go into our snake, head first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And when we want to finish, we just collect the leg in order to go into the basic step. Okay, one more time. 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open position. Here we go. Head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Collect the leg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Any questions, my beautiful people? Is it happening to you? I hope so, because we're going to combine now the two moves together and we're going to take it from the top. Because time is not on our side. Time goes by too quickly for me because I talk too much. So when we're gonna do from the top, we're actually gonna go basic, 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 taka, 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 walk, 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 walk. Basic, 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 basic. Stop and head, 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 and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the timing for the snake is the same timing as when you walk, is slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 beats in 1, same as here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could do it faster, 1, 2, but there's no point to rush now, right? It's much nicer to do it slow, and usually the quick one, we only do if something happening in the music and we want to do it quicker. But usually it's 2 beats in 1. So if you feel like you are stiff, try to make it smaller, much, much smaller, and just breathe. If you're not breathing and you're focusing too much, that might stiffen your body. The other thing, what I think I told you that in the first week when we just started the Sundays Lady Styling, and what I said to you is some of the things that you're gonna see people do, it's impossible to do because your body is incapable of doing it. Not because mentally you can't, your body can't. So certain things might feel stiff because maybe you are stiff. I'm not saying you are or aren't, but you have to figure it out on your own. So if you are, for example, standing in this position and you want to put the head to the side and you feel like everything is in pain, maybe you do have a bit of a stiff neck situation. Then you need to do some stretches, which I can help you out with, no problem. But it's the same if you're doing this movement. If you stretch to the side and you can only go this much, probably when you're going to be doing this movement here, you will feel a little bit more tension, which is fine because stretching is not a disability. Does that make sense? Stretching is just a matter of actually stretching your body on a daily basis, 10 minutes a day, not that much. And actually, you will feel improvement immediately. And actually, your bachata will become that much better immediately. So sometimes the stiffness is an actual stiffness, and it's fixable very, very easily. So don't worry about it. If you need some stretches, you let me know. But as I say, if you feel like there's a lot of tension, first you keep on breathing. Secondly, just do it smaller. Don't overdo it. Don't go so much that it's painful. No need for that. We want to learn technique and then stretch our body naturally. Yes, and don't roll your shoulders. Very good, Andrea. That's good. So my hips, they are going wherever they need to go with the shift of the weight, but there's no specific movement for the hips. So when I'm moving my upper body, my hips, they just move with wherever the legs go. But I am not doing this. Can you see? I'm not actually moving the hips. It's about the upper body. The snake is an upper body movement. So we are shifting weight, we're bending the knee, and because my body goes first, it looks like the hip is doing something as well. But that is because my body is away from my hip. And then when I go the other side, can you see? By the time I finish shifting weight, the hip is there, but it's there naturally. So as long as you're going to be shifting your weight and you're going to be moving your upper body, your hip will be exactly where it needs to be. The moment you're going to start moving your hip to where you think it's supposed to be, means you're moving your lower body and the upper body is not doing it correctly. I hope that helps, Marisa. Cool, Desiree. After I finish this class, I'll tell you about the stretches. And Marilu, thank you for your donation. Okay, guys, so let's try with the music. Everything from the top. That's a nice song. Also nice and relaxed. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and 1. Let's go. For a walk. Slow. 1, 2, 3. Basic. 1. Open position and go. Head. 1, 2, 3. Collect and 1. Alright, that's gonna be our mini routine. Here we go, walking forward. Ah. Snake, here we go. Basic. Let's go. Voy a cuidarte por las noches, voy a amarte. Si te open up, te voy a extrañar a la tempestad, aunque existan mil razones para renunciar. Y nadie más, nadie más. Are we ready? Let's go for a walk. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. Stop. Basic. Hay algo más on the spot. Inexplicable como su mirada. Inigualable. Here we go. Walk. Voy a cuidarte por las noches. Voy a amarte. Si me escuchas, te voy a extrañar a la tempestad. Aunque existan mil razones para renunciar. Let's go. Walk. Voy a cuidarte por las noches. Voy a amarte. Si me escuchas, te voy a extrañar. La soledad, aunque existan mil razones para terminar, nadie más. Let's go. Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Ah. How are we feeling? Are we okay? Oh, we still have one more thing that we're gonna do, but just let me know if you're okay with what we've done so far. And when I mean okay, you understand what you're doing. I know that sometimes it takes time to get comfortable with certain things, and that is normal. But if you know that you're getting the right technique, you're going to the right direction, you're moving the right body part at the right time, then we can move on. I get some ducks. Yeah, the song is beautiful, right? I have some nice music, what can I say? Excellent. All right, so now we're gonna leave the body for now, and we're gonna go into the wrist because I don't wanna overdo with different kinds of movements for you. I really want you to focus and this week really work on the snake, the head to get the control, and the body with the walk. If you do that, we can do so many other more things. But now what I really, really wanna do, excellent. What I really, really want to do is work on our wrists. Now, what do I want to do today? It's more of an exercise than the actual styling, which you could style the way we're going to do now, but it's not an actual move. It's just an exercise, really. But the reason I want to do it because I find that so many women struggle in using their wrists. Yeah, give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. All of the movements here that we do, all of the positions change, the direction, all sorts of things, right? Here, the positions up and down. I think that women really, really struggle with moving their wrists in a correct way. And they think it has something to do with arms, but it's more the wrists than the arms themselves, right? Exactly. So I really want to do this exercise today so that when I do my arms with some sort of nice styling, that you actually are ready. Because believe it or not, without stretching the wrist in a particular way, you actually can't do it. So now what we're going to do is just literally, we're going to rotate the wrists inwards, just the wrists, right? And then we're going to rotate them different direction. That's all it's going to be. But wait for it. There's a hook there. So first things first, I want you to focus on your middle finger, okay? Don't show it to anybody, But the middle finger, I want it to be the focus to actually be giving you a direction. So I don't want you to like really go with the middle finger. Does that make sense? But I want you to have a bit of tension there so that you have something leading the hand motion. Does that make sense? When you have some finger, even like this one doesn't work as well because we want that inwards position. And if you have that middle finger actually guiding your wrist, you will feel it's so much easier than doing it with the whole fingers. Completely different, right? When you angle it with the middle finger. And then when it's outwards, it's the same, right? You're gonna angle. So that's first thing. Now, the other thing that I want you to do is do it with completely straight arms. Okay? So first, completely straight arms when it's down. So you're still gonna have your middle finger telling you to go around. Yes? But can you see my elbows are locked completely? At no point I am moving my arms or bending my elbows. Okay? It's completely locked. So it's just the wrists. And then you want to start raising the arms up. But the elbows completely locked. And you're going all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And once you're all the way up, I want you to now change direction. No bending elbows. And then no bending elbows, still going down, going down, going down, all the way down, all the way down. Still arms completely straight. Can you feel the pain in your wrists or like a stretch, a burn? That's what I'm talking about. All of this movement to be able to do it so you would look graceful and actually feel comfortable doing it, you have to be able to rotate those wrists. And even though a lot of the styling is bending the arms, a lot of it is straight. Does that make sense? And a lot of it here is straight, and then you can rotate, and then you can rotate, and then you can rotate. Super duper important to be able to create all sorts of beautiful things. Yeah, it is a workout. That's what I'm saying. It's an exercise. But we're going to try and do that exercise while dancing so we wouldn't get bored. So you could actually incorporate it in your dancing practice while you're playing bachata music. So basically what we're going to do is a bachata on the spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keeping the rhythm on the spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Easy. So we do the arms first going upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Change direction of the wrist. Continue the basic on the spot. Going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you keep rotating those wrists. And it's amazing. And to be honest, as I say, it's not particular. This step, I made it up as an exercise for you. But to be honest, if you do this while you're doing a basic step, it actually looks a bit like flamenco, which is where a lot of the arms, central bachata arms, are coming from because it's Spanish influence and flamenco, Spain. You get the point? Does that make sense? So we're going to try and do it with the basic step. We'll go basic to the side first. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now on the spot we rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basic step. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is going to be your exercise. And that will loosen up your wrists. So then when we can actually do some nice things, you will not need to learn how to move your wrists. Your wrists will be able to rotate on their own with straight elbows. Amazing. Okay? So this is the time when we do everything from the top. Maria, what? Maria has a sweat on her head. You'll be fine, Maria. You will be okay, I promise. Okay, so from the top we have one basic step, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we walk forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basic step. 1, 2, 3. Open position. Now we go. Snake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basic. 1, 2, 3. On the spot. Stretch the wrists. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now bring it down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basic step. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is time for music. If you're gonna have any other questions, you can ask it after the song is finished. But for now, music time.
Thinking about the way it was. Me hace tanta falta the way you are. Tus besos, tus caricias, donde
Ready?
estarán?
A little bit faster, but still sensual. 5, 6, 7, and 1.
Me hace tanta falta the way you were. Tus besos, tus caricias, donde estarán?
Ready?
¿Dónde estarán?
Here we go. Walking.
No entiendo nada. Aunque tú estés aquí, tengo como alejar.
Snake.
Dime qué pasa aquí, no entiendo nada. No entiendo nada.
On the spot with the wrist. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Porque ya
Going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basic.
preguntando si yo te quiero y tú me quieres tanto. Porque ya ves que vivimos peleando.
Ready? Let's go. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Snake. Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cuando cambiaste, el fuego apagaste. De tus amigas al final te llevaste. Tu envidia y la sembraste.
Basic.
Y en Instagram borracha te desahogaste. Dime, bebé,
Let's go. Walking.
sueño aquí ya de una vez. Que entiende que yo estoy para ti. Solo es un me duele tenerte aquí. Aunque estés en medio de mi canto, si sé que me quieres tanto, porque ya ves que vivimos brillando. Siento que tu energía se va alejando, me la paso preguntando, si yo te quiero y tú me quieres tanto, porque ya ves que vivimos brillando.
Here we go. Forward. Snake. Wrist. Basic.
No entiendo nada,
Walking.
aunque tú estés aquí de nuevo.
1, 2, 3,
Dime qué pasa
4.
aquí, no entiendo nada,
Snake.
no entiendo nada. Me la paso preguntando si yo te
Hands
quiero y tú
up.
me quieres
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and down.
me la paso preguntando si yo te quiero y tú
Basic.
me quieres
And 1,
tanto.
Let's go. More. And more. Basic. Snake. Basic. On the spot. Maybe not. Well done, well done, well done. Whew. How are we feeling? I am warm. Of course, the hair is long as well. It doesn't help. But I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope it made sense what I was trying to do to you today. I really wanted to introduce you to a couple new things like the body with the walk and the snake. But the wrist, as I say, is just so necessary. And so many exercises that we do, we can actually incorporate it in dancing. So it wouldn't seem like an exercise, and we actually would feel like we're just dancing and just practicing, which is so much more fun than just standing and doing the wrists, right? So it's much nicer to actually incorporate any kind of exercise in dancing because it also helps you to maintain the rhythm while you're doing something else. It's really, really useful. So always think about, okay, I have to do this exercise, how I can do it while I'm dancing. That's what I do. Excellent. Any final questions? Now, when it comes to stretching your neck, it's very important to do the stretches that we did for the neck side to side. Here as well, and down and up. Now, you're going to see in a lot of classes, teachers telling students to rotate the neck like this. I would highly advise not to do so unless you are already warmed up. So you are supposed to do rotation for the neck only when you already warmed up your neck. So if you already warmed up here and there, only then you can try and practice the rotations there. But never do the rotations if you haven't warmed up the neck, because the rotations actually are unhealthy for our bodies, are unavoidable for dancing, but it's super duper unhealthy. So anybody who has any kind of back problem, neck problem, side problem, it's all connected. So those rotations are really unhealthy, unavoidable in bachata. So we do them, but as I say, please, if you are doing the rotations, do them after you already warmed up. Now, the other thing that is very important is to stretch this part right here, right? And it's really hard to stretch. So all of the exercises that we did with stretching here, all of the exercises we did with stretching here and back here is always very useful. But also, if you have a door and you can stand in the door, in between the door like this with your arms, on the sides of the door, like where you can step through, and you just step forward with one leg, your arms stay where they are, but the chest goes forward. Does that make sense? It stretches your chest. And then you can do the same with raising the arms a little bit high on the door, stepping in, and it literally stretches in different places right here. Does that make sense? So we want to do the neck stretches in order to actually touch this part of your body, but we also want to separate the chest from the shoulders. And we want to do that exercise as well. And if you go to my channel, there's actually a lot of stretch exercises. If you're going to go to the fitness tips, there's loads of stretch exercises as well for many different parts. So if that's what you're interested in, just go and check it out. Oh, Hannah, and thank you for your donation. I almost missed it. Thank you. And guys, remember, also, we have still salsa. So if you want to do salsa, stick around, get some water, get your breathing in place, and we're going to do a salsa in 15 minutes, 6:45. If not, next Saturday, we have Salsa Shines on Saturday, 7 p.m. And then, of course, every Sunday, we are back here as normal, learning new stuff. 4 weeks, and then the 5th one is choreography. And I'm working on giving you presents. I'm working on it. And guys, thank you so much for your donations. It's really, you have no idea how much it means to me. Not just psychologically, but financially. So I really appreciate it. Every little bit helps. So thank you so much. And yeah, if you have any more questions, just, holler at me. I have Instagram. I'm always on it. Just write me a message. If you want to send me some videos, send me some videos of you dancing. We'll talk about how to make you better and what kind of things you need to do. I have a lot of time on my hands, so I would love to dedicate this time to you. And now I shall go. I'll go. And if you're sticking around for salsa, I'll see you literally like in 10 minutes. And if not, I hope to see you on next Saturday or Sunday. Guys, love you loads. Bye for now. Oh, my pleasure, Mariela. Absolutely, Mikey. I'll see you soon. Thank you, guys.